know. Did we talk about 10?
No,
I should have
I
said.
had it. I
Yeah.
had it right, 11 Central, but I was thinking that that was 10 your time because I mean, so I'm glad you sent the Zoom as early as you did because I was still sitting at the house. I was like, why is he sending Zoom so early? And then I was like, oh man. Okay, but the good news is I shouldn't need too much of a little warm up or anything here because yeah, so been hitting the ball pretty good. You and me working on the left push has all but eliminated my big left. Those
That's
have,
fantastic.
if anything, I've hit it. Yeah, if anything, I've hit a few big blocks here and there. Like last night, I had a 77 yesterday. I didn't put the stats up, Tyler, because I was just lazy. But I'll tell you what's really been killing me, and it's all my distance wedges. I've not been able to function from 50 to 120 with anything that's a half and three-quarter wedge, which used to be a really big strength of mine. And I've been hitting the ball too close to some of our greens where now I'm getting 50 or 60 yards, and I'm like, oh man, I don't have a good reference point. So that's why I thought, well, you and me need to revisit my distance wedges because basically I could see this as a skills challenge. Like if you told me, just call out a yardage between 50 and 120, I've literally been scrambling to stay in 10 to 12 yards of an appropriate carry number in that range. And you can't play like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm awesome. I saw the stats obviously from that one round. It's nice to see almost 5 shots gained on approach play.
I know how, and that man, the putter, I've been hot and cold. I had a two-man, sorry, I'm still working through. I had a two-man tournament this last weekend where my putter was actually pretty decent. It wasn't too bad at all. But yeah, that day was particularly bad, and that was such a shame too because, dude, I was on a heater. I mean, I had the ball under control, and I couldn't make a single putt. So
it's all right. That's a good. That's easy. We got that.
Yeah, I agree. So between my chipping's been a little shoddy, my wedges have been really poor, which that's kind of what's been mystifying everyone else is all my playing partners know my wedge game to usually be my strength. Like they won't mess with me with the, but as of right now, I can't control my carries. Yeah, that it felt really good. It felt simple and it was crisp. I missed what it carried, but it felt good.
Impact position looks spot on.
Straight back.
Oh yeah.
Another really good one, dude.
Yeah.
75. That works. Because if that's the case, then that works if you're still with me.
I am.
Okay, and that works because hypothetically, what I've seen in the past for my wedges, as I go from half to three-quarter to full, usually is about 8 yards of carry difference for me. So if that was 75, I know my three-quarter 58 degree should be going 83 or so if I can control it. So let me try the same swing with just a little more like shoulder high.
Okay.
Thin. A little
I missed
thin.
that. It froze on that one. Give me one more.
Okay. I hit it a little thin, but it nailed the carry at 85.
Okay.
Try it again. 92, if we believe it. 6,100 spin, which I don't believe.
Tell you, you're movement wise pretty spot on, dude.
Okay, I think that's what we're here to see today, hopefully, or get to.
Well, I like the takeaway. Just looks like it's going to be a lot easier to get the club on the middle of the ball. You know, like, and this is like imagine it was going.
Go ahead.
Imagine it was going more in than that. You know, that's still slightly in, but if it's more in than that, it's going to be tough to get that. I mean, this downswing's pretty money right there. I tell you what.
Oh, great. Thank you.
So I would just say, I think that takeaway, the ball position takeaway out, and then that good shift move should keep you in the same numbers
and get that how we're wanting it. I think it'll bleed on out.
I agree. Oh yeah, for sure, man, for sure, because it's not, you know, there's a lot of similarities in these, you know.
Yeah, the same weight shift late, but same like a little apprehension, just kind of getting it in. And the elbow, like I can see the elbow. Like if they were full swings, I feel like the elbow would keep getting around my rib cage deeper.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
I agree, 100%.
Instead of keeping it all in front of me. So let me try just going back to half swings and see if I can get the takeaway correct. I don't know where that ball's going, but it was hit well.
Simple again.
78. And by the way, I've been watching the launch on these. They've been launching between 30 and 32 for the most part.
Okay.
Which I think is a pretty reasonable number with a 58, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say 29 to 30 is my would be the goal.
Okay.
That one looked pretty sweet. The sound is pretty good on those to me.
Yeah, not bad. That one was just a shade heavy, but it launched at 32. And that's what I'm saying. And that's why I was confusing myself too with my wedges, because I definitely had been sending them up higher than what I've been used to. There's a good one. That one was flat.
Yeah, I want to see that number because I agree. I thought that looked really good.
That one's 72, and that one launched at 28, bud. And it didn't launch at 32. Yeah, that one's now we're getting back. What about the takeaway on that? Did it look a little more straight back?
No, it looked great. It looked great. Simple, you know.
75 carry, 28 launch again.
Oh yeah, you want to see this takeaway?
Yes, please. I need a visual affirmation. Much. Yeah. Hey, we're getting there. It's starting to get up that right forearm right there.
Oh yeah, look at that. Boom. I mean, give me, buddy. I'm telling you, there's too much good for it not to be good. I'm so happy you said that you noticed that they were getting too high outside, because that makes sense.
They were.
Yeah, because I say it's like you know, if I'm throwing you a ball and I throw it like this, or then I throw one like that, like it's just way different energy. You know, like I can't throw like a really efficient throw to you if I throw it straight up in the air. It's going to be harder to manage. You know.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. Ooh, skinny, but that should be one that would typically stop.
Oh yeah, we're looking for third groove anyway. So second groove is like, I don't know. It seemed okay. What was the launch?
Yeah, the launch was 22.
Okay.
That might be a little high on the launch.
Yeah, it looked it.
Is that right? Really? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it is that you see in the difference. Yeah, I was 31. You're like
Yeah.
a human launch monitor.
I'm referencing where those good ones hit in the screen, and it just
Oh,
seemed
that
like
makes
they hit a little lower in the screen. And yeah, I mean, it just the efficiency looks a little different. That's all.
sense. A little pulled. Little pulled, nice and flat. 29 launch, 75 carry. I mean, they're getting.
I
We're
like
back
that
in the
one.
game.
I like that one again.
Yeah, we're back in the game. And it carried 93.8. It launched at 28.7.
Okay.
So still a little high on the launch, huh?
Fractionally, yeah.
Straight back. Felt like I smoked that, and it's flat. If that thing launched higher than 27 or 8, I'll buy you lunch. 27 and a half.
Yeah, money. That's
Carry 97.
How did that feel?
It felt good. It felt simple, and it felt very around.
Oh yeah, it looks so good. Around where?
It felt so. I kind of, instead of getting my hips going, I tried to delay in a second and just go straight back. And
Yeah.
then it felt like the grip. It felt like the grip just went around my belt line.
Oh wow. Yeah, it looks so good, man.
Somewhere else. That's going to be a high launch. A little chunky. Looks like it went, carried 105, launched at 29. Reasonable.
Yeah. I still think there's a lot of good. So the chunky on this one to me would probably be shift and transition would be my guess. Because like this takeaway is like there's a lot of good in it. It's a little more in than some of those other ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like the positions are still good. You know, the sweet spots I would say right there is a little bit under where I'd like to see it. Like if I freeze it here and I zoom in, like that club's a little. I'd like to see that a bit more on the ball there, but it's still good. I mean, there's a lot of good in that. I think, yeah. You tell me. Actually, you tell me what we're doing here.
Well, so we'll have to start with the address spot. The ball's got to move up a little bit, at least mid, or maybe one ball up of mid. Take away probably through the bag. It's got to start going back to straight back and keeping everything in front of me and my chest. Weight shift, which is also a staple of the full swing. And I think that covers it.
Yeah, and then just keeping an eye on that launch. You know, it should be flat with those wedges.
Yes. Yeah, because it has creeped. I do like to watch them go flat and then spinning.